It's Potter clock. It's transfer time. And Felix to Chelsea on loan is a done deal. Here we go. Let's hope it happens this time, unlike the last transfer saga. The 23-year-old Portuguese forward, bought for 126 million, appears to be looking for a new challenge away from La Liga and is willing to join Chelsea on loan until the end of the season, despite us being in 10th place right now and despite our terrible form as of late. Personally, I think that it's only because it's a loan deal that this would ever be an enticing deal for the youngster. He gets a chance to dip his toe into a different league. If it works, it bangs for his career. If it doesn't, he's extended until 2027 at Atletico. Go back to old ways and as you were. What I struggle to see is the attraction for any forward in any situation these days coming to West London, given the enormous level of underperforming players in those positions for Chelsea for the last God knows how many years. Now, if you haven't seen already, you're probably thinking, money, how much is this going to cost? It's João Félix. He cost 126 million in 2019. 11 million pounds in euro. It might be 11 million euros in loan fees until the end of the season with no option to buy, which, knowing our luck, means one thing and one thing only. We actually find an attacker that does what we need them to do. Consistency, efficiency, all of the above. Something we haven't had for a long, long time now. And then come the end of the season, he packs his bag, goes to Atletico, and we got our pants pulled down for God knows how much money. Or even worse, he performs, and for whatever reason, Todd Boehly and his goons don't want to pay up. Now, there's nothing to suggest that wouldn't, or rather that would be something that would happen. But these days, you can't even predict that's going to happen tomorrow, let alone in 6 months' time. The whole thing is a risk, of course. He could perform and get us back to winning ways. Aid us in somewhat of a valiant effort to what could have been without him in the Champions League. Maybe help us scrape top 4. It's all wishful thinking. He obviously played for Portugal at the World Cup and scored 1 goal in 5 games in Qatar. Felix has also attracted, and they'll deny it, but Felix has also attracted the interest from Arsenal and Manchester United, but is understood to have favoured a move to Chelsea. Some sources have even said that he was very quick to sign the contract extension with Atletico Madrid without any negotiations at all. And he was doing this, and again, speculatory, but he was doing this because he wanted to push through his move to Chelsea. Although he has impressed at times, Felix has not reached the heights expected on a consistent basis to which we all became expectant immediately during his Wonder Kid stage a few years ago now. He has sort of died down in terms of, popularity, in terms of who's the Mbappes and the Haalands now and all that sort of stuff. But Felix has also played for Atletico twice since going out of the quarterfinal stage of the World Cup. He scored in a 2-0 win against Elche on the 29th of December before playing 73 minutes in a 1-0 defeat by Barcelona on Sunday. But that's all old news. In terms of performances over this season, already Felix has scored 5 goals and assisted in 3 times for Atletico in 20 outings so far. And again, it's all wishful thinking that he can perform. If he can't perform and underperforms even, we stay exactly where we are, realistically, but we're just 11 million euros skint let off than where we were. Should we choose to pay the more than likely 100 million plus price tag for him, should he succeed, the loan spell could actually end up being one of the best and unexpected pieces of work we've done in some time, because it will come with the knowledge, obviously, as loans do, Kovacic, etc., that he can play for us, unlike many, many players currently in our ranks. Worst case scenario, it's another flop, but at the very least, not another 70, 80, 90 million pound flop. Fabrizio Romano also confirmed that this deal will not have any impact on Nkunku joining the club. Chelsea have already sealed the agreement for with Leipzig for the more than 60 million euro fee. For me personally, I think it's good short-term risk. There's nothing else that could go wrong for us this season. And if it does, then, you know what I mean? It's 11 million euros. Who gives a toss? Short-term risk with potential long-term gain. And again, whilst pricey, it's nothing new to us anymore. Let's put figures out of our mind from now on. It's seemingly come out of nowhere. This whole thing has seemingly come from nothing. We had interest back in December, apparently. But this has, again, sparked out of nowhere. And now he's in London doing, you know, the medical and everything like that. But more reliable sources, more so than the ones for the Enzo Fernandez saga, have confirmed, i.e. Fabrizio and Ornstein, that João Félix to Chelsea, here we go, full verbal agreement reached, loan move on an 11 million euro fee with 100% salary covered by Chelsea before leaving. And again, just so you're aware, João Félix will extend his contract with Atletico Madrid until 2027, as mentioned earlier in this video. And again, I preface that the sources are saying, that the reason he did that was to help speed up this move. Whether or not he sees a long-term future at Chelsea is by the by. You know what I mean? It's neither here nor there. They also confirmed that João Félix will fly to London in the next hours to undergo medical tests and then sign. That was around noon UK time today. I do have a job, so I can't be doing this instantly, but still, whilst I reckon an announcement this evening is almost definitely not going to happen, it may even be as early as tomorrow morning / afternoon that we hear of confirmation from the club. To which I ask you guys, what is your opinion on this loan? Does he bring anything to the team that that will help change our current form? Does he succeed or does he flop? Should he succeed at Chelsea? Do you foresee where João Félix becomes a key player in the ranks? And whilst I know it's near on impossible to tell right now, what does your gut tell you about this deal? That's all for this video. Hopefully the transfer actually goes through this time, unlike Enzo Fernandez. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content here on the channel. It's all happening. We might be losing, but we're still winning, potentially, in the transfer window, as, not as always, but still. It's happening. Things are happening. Beautiful meal and all that good stuff. My name is Harry. And as always, up the Chelsea and peace.